Wait, wait, I swear. I've heard a couple. How are you? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're watching Dating Women Made Me Understand Men. So, apparently this lady dated other ladies and now has some feedback to it, dude. Share some information. Dude, I'm quite excited for this video. I think it's gonna be hilarious. My prediction is she'll probably be a little bit shocked. So let's get into it.
So as you may remember, I came out as bisexual last year.
Well, congratulations.
And since then, I have been dating women. And what I found very fascinating is that the more I date women, the more I find myself understanding heterosexual men. Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl, who asked me out, by the way, this is relevant, because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice. I was also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again.
Dude, what do you expected? Welcome to Matt. Dude, she's true, dude. I like her already. Dude, yeah, welcome. Treated like a second-class citizen. Well, hey, bro. It's all gonna be good. Take a cup of tea, maybe a beer with the homies, dude, and you let that shit slide. But that's how it is out there. Maybe that's coming off as a little bit salty. I'm sorry. I've actually never had that situation happen to me, just for the record. But it's a little bit like... yeah, I can see that happening. Norway is a little bit more progressive though than the US. At least I noticed that quite a lot when I went to the US compared to Norway. So in Norway, you probably won't see as much of this, but yeah, happens here too. And yeah, feel bad for you, girl. But hang in there, dude. Crack a cold one with the homies, dude. You'll be fine. We got you, dude.
It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my god, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too. We were both girls and
Wait, I swear. I understand the reasoning, right? But I've also heard women say, dude, I don't get gorgeous for others, I get gorgeous for me. Now that confuses the fuck out of me. Because now females are saying like 5 different things, all barely relatable with under the subject. And it's like, wait, what the f? Like you hear stories from your homies, you tell your stories to them, and you hear a lot of shit. And it's so fascinating to see a female go through the same bullshit, dude. I don't know why that's so satisfying. I guess I must have a little bit of a grudge against the current, the traditional system and how society sort of looks down upon men. And so having a fellow, fellow individual feeling the same shit that I'm feeling at times, dude, hearing the same stories, or telling the stories that happened to her actually, that I've heard from my homies, that I'm like, alrighty, dude, yeah, okay, I like this, dude. She's honest at least,
In this situation, we both took hours to get ready, so I definitely felt slighted. Exhibit B. On another date, I went back to a girl's house, and I ended up making friends with her cat. That's not a pun, I'm talking about her literal, actual animal. And she said, wow, my cat never likes anyone. I better go out and buy a wedding dress. And again, I felt like I got some serious perspective.
The fuck have you been dating, psychopaths? Dude, what the fuck? My plants like you so much. Oh my god. I should go marry you. I should go buy a dress. Dude, what the fuck kind of people are you dating, dude? Oh shit, who says that? Do people actually act like this? There's no way. Is there? I think I know what the problem is. I'm just not understanding this. And I think it's because I'm not American. American, different culture and that, They have a little bit different view on things, Maybe that's why. I'm trying to understand, but this is really hard.
I have been guilty of making these kinds of jokes on dates with men. I never really thought anything of it. I was just being silly. But then when I was on the receiving end of it, I suddenly understood the panic. And finally, Exhibit C. One girl invited me back into her house, and her specific words were, do you want to come in and make out? Obviously, I'm like, yeah, you're really pretty. I want to press my face to yours. But then when we got there, we both just sat on the couch and she talked till like 3 a.m. And I was like, yo girl, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. I was told there would be kisses here. There are no kisses. And like, look, I don't wanna sound like an asshole. Like, I don't mind talking. I love talking. But she could have said, do you wanna come in and just talk? And I would have had totally different expectations for the evening. You know, finally I started falling asleep and I was like, hey, I gotta go. And I gave her one kiss and left. And I felt sad that the amount of kisses promised did not equal the amount of kisses delivered. And once again,
welcome to a man's life, dude. I mean, I don't know if I can agree with that point, dude. Oh my god, come and join me. We're gonna have kisses in my house. It's gonna be great. I don't know. And then I get it, you were kind of misled, which feels bad, man. But you only act sad like that on the first, like when you just started dating. That's how you act when you just started dating. But you promised to hold my hand, and then you didn't do it. I don't understand. It's like that level. You have to understand. About 50% of what you promised, you can cut that out. About 50% of the things. Now, we don't know the details of that night, you know? We don't know if she made any moves. What if she didn't make moves, dude? You have to put in some karate chops in there if you want things to happen. And if you don't, ain't gonna happen, dude. She promised kisses. That means she likes you. She wants to do things. She started talking, dude. Be a little bit flirty, you know? You gotta get it going. It's a hard one, though. Because, oh my god, when we start talking, we can't stop talking sometimes. And we just keep going. And if it's that kind of person. And oh my god, and she said like, oh, broccoli tastes so bad. How could you say that? Oh my god, I like love broccoli. So how could you say that? And it's just like, oh my fucking god, dude, just stop. Where's the kiss? So I get the essence, dude, but I feel like it's immature. Like you need a little bit more experience. Hey, good luck though. I'm rooting for you.
And I felt like a dude who was upset that I did not receive the expected physical kisses I was promised. And I wanted to talk about this because I felt like this has really been expanding my perspective when it comes to dating. I finally understand a lot of the complaints my male friends have about dating that I admit I would usually dismiss. But now I really get it when they say, dating is just so expensive, man.
Sometimes I feel like a girl doesn't even like me for me. She just wants like a boyfriend.
I wish it were more socially expected to go Dutch on the first few dates, but you're like a jerk if you even suggest it. And any experience that expands your compassion and understanding.
The fuck kind of male friends do you have, dude? And why do they all have mustaches? Why does all your friends have mustaches, dude? All of them. Every single one. Really? Come on now. Come on now. I know there's some hairless motherfuckers out there. Did they never say she was crazy? That's what I did. That's what surprises me. None of your male friend was like, dude, she's just crazy, man. Not saying it's a bad thing, dude. Crazy can be pretty good. But you gotta be ready for it. You know what I mean? If you're not ready for the crazy and the crazy strikes you across the dinner table, then it's like, oh my god. So how many children do you want? It's like, It's like you can't even give a straight answer, dude. You start answering shit that it was never asked. Oh, chicken breast is my favorite, dude. Don't put guys onto shit like this, dude. Poor motherfuckers, dude.
Is one that I think is worthy of sharing. So what about you? Have you had any experiences that have shifted your viewpoint dramatically? Let me know.
Okay, let's answer that question, then call it a day. Alrighty. Have I ever had any experiences that changed my views on that? I think what initially made me like aware of the traditional shit was all the media shit I saw on YouTube. Everything from like Steve Harvey to like, what is it called? It's like a women panels or some shit like that, where they talk about like, oh no, I expect my man to do this, expect my man to do this, expect my man to do this. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of like a rebel. So when people push some shit hard in my face, dude, I push harder back. Does that make sense? So when people are like, oh no, you gotta do this, man, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta clean, cook, suck, smuck, you know, you name it, dude, you gotta do everything. And it's like, well, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, my rebel instincts start kicking in. Like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do all that. What the fuck are you gonna do to match my effort? That question never gets answered. And when it does, it's like, I'm gonna go be a pussy. Oh my god, I might look at balls, man. And it's just like, dude, that's not really enough. That's not really... I mean, it's good, don't take me wrong, but it's not enough. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't want to do these fucking dishes every time, dude. Come on, we can at least do them together. Come on. Right? I don't know. I guess it also has partly because I'm not that traditional. Like, my parents are very untraditional people. I'm kind of untraditional in that manner. So when people are very like, oh no, you gotta do this, pushing their fucking tradition in my throat, I kind of get like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Like, there's certain rules and traditions that we also had that I think are like on the same shit. Oh well, one that is very common is that the guy always pays, you know? And that's like that in my family when we go out. That always pays when we go out. No matter what, no matter how little he has, no matter how much he has, he pays. And that I kind of like. But I like that when I know somebody, you know? If I know somebody real good, so I know it ain't some fucking somebody looking for a free meal, then it's like, I don't know, it's security on my side. But then again, is that really worth it for me? Is it really something that I should take into consideration? Am I being a pussy? A simp? No, opposite. A douchebag, I should say. Untraditional, un-American douchebag. Perhaps I am. I'm still a young guy, dude, and I have a lot to learn, so... But I do love talking about things like this. I find them interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing that I think can come out of talking about things like this is growth. So, you know, might learn a few things here or there. Ba-derp. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe. If you have any comments, stories, anything to share, I would love to look through it, dude. I love shit like this. It's hilarious to me. And it's fun to share experiences. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully.